All I need is a single, well-placed arrow. I'm fleet of foot and have the eyes of a hawk. Put a bow in my hands and they'll die trying to catch me. Let's talk about the Ranger in Path of Exile 2, and we're also going to talk about the Ascension classes, Deadeye and Pathfinder, and we're going to dive down the bow mastery. So let's get started. Unleash precision and agility with the Ranger class in Path of Exile 2. Dive into the world of the Ranger, a dexterity-based class that specialises in bows, agility and elemental mastery. Whether you're raining down arrows, spreading poison, or zipping around the battlefield with unmatched mobility, the Ranger delivers a thrilling and versatile playstyle. In this, we're going to explore the Ranger's core abilities, the Ascension classes Deadeye and Pathfinder, and we're going to look at some of the key strategies and the class fantasy and the playstyle you're expected to adopt to dominate enemies in style. Thanks for all the love and support so far for the last couple of videos I've done. The Mercenary one, Witch one and Monk is doing really well. And then the Ranger is probably the fourth class I'm thinking of playing, so it makes sense to do this fourth. And then Sorcerer and Warrior are coming straight after this, so get ready, let's move on. The Ranger is a master of ranged combat, combining precision attacks with high mobility. Specialising in bow skills with elemental and poison effects, she ensures her enemies are defeated before they even get close. Her exceptional mobility-focused abilities, like leaping backwards and vaulting while firing arrows, make her highly agile and versatile in combat. Some of the key features are elemental bow skills. You can utilise lightning, ice and poison for diverse damage types. Agile combat. Shoot while moving with the new WASD movement system in Path of Exile 2. You can reposition with leaps and vaults and evade enemies with ease. You've got flask and charm mechanics where you can boost your combat effectiveness with the revamped flask system and defensive charms. Pros, you've got high mobility for dodging and repositioning, you've got elemental and poison versatility to adapt to different enemy types, and you've got crowd control with skills that slow, freeze or poison enemies. So you're really good at kiting, essentially, running and gunning. Cons, you've got fragile, relying on positioning to avoid taking damage. Requires careful flask and resource management for sustained effectiveness. And there's a high skill ceiling for mastering the mobility and combos and kiting playstyle you've got to adopt. Onto the different Ascendancy classes. So the one I'm going to go for is probably Deadeye. I'm not really into the potion throwing, concoction making Pathfinder one. But let's just go through Deadeye. The Deadeye is a precision-based Ascendancy excelling in speed, projectile mechanics, and overwhelming enemies with a flurry of arrows. Key features are endless munitions, fire additional projectiles increasing area coverage, gathering winds, gain tailwind for a speed boost with each skill use, eagle eyes, eliminate accuracy penalties ensuring consistent ranged attacks, far shot, projectiles deal more damage the further they travel, love that. Point blank, bonus damage for close range attacks, offering flexibility in positioning. So some of the pros are you've got exceptional AoE and high single target DPS. You do a lot of damage, but you're fragile. You've got increased movement speed and attack speed, ensuring relentless offensive pressure. And you thrive in long range combat with no accuracy penalties. Some of your cons are you rely on frenzy charges for optimal performance, and positioning is crucial to leverage far shot and point blank bonuses. So you've got to really know when to time your shot, when to run away, etc. When it comes to ascending as the Pathfinder, you combine poison mechanics with the strategic use of flasks and throwable concoctions to devastate enemies. Some of your key features are bleeding concoction. Use flask charges to throw explosive bottles that cause bleeding damage. You've got fulminating concoction, which spreads poison between enemies for sustained dot damage. You've got overwhelming toxicity, double the number of poisons inflicted, increasing your overall damage. Contagious contamination, spread poison to nearby enemies on kills for chain reactions. And running assault, enhance mobility for fluid combat. Some of your pros are outstanding poison mechanics for sustained damage over time effects. You've got highly flexible with flask usage and throwable skills, and you're great for players who enjoy tactical poison-based gameplay. Some of the cons are you're dependent on flash charges and careful resource management, and your damage ramps up over time, making it less effective in burst scenarios. So you've got to do a lot of kiting, a lot of outplaying. So now I open it up to you. Which Ascendancy fits you, Deadeye or Pathfinder? What are your thoughts so far on Path of Exile 2? What classes are you going to go first, and what ascensions are you going to go first? Leave some tips and tricks down below for myself and for everyone else, especially for the new players among us like me. I've only got into this the past 3 days, but I'm learning everything I can, trying to channel some of this hype energy into video since we're still waiting like 2 or 3 days before it comes out. And then finally, your Ranger endgame. You've got 21 unique bow skills. The Ranger dominates the battlefield with abilities like Tornado Shot, where you fire arrows that split and ricochet for devastating AoE. You've got Rain of Arrows, blanket the battlefield with a deadly hail of projectiles. You've got Ice Shot, freeze and slow enemies for effective crowd control. Toxic Growth, inflict poison that spreads, creating havoc in enemy ranks. So the new features are your revamped flasks, and you've got some charms. Basically, master the art of precision and agility with the Ranger in Path of Exile 2 and have fun while you're at it. There's loads of waffle in there, but like I say, leave some tips and tricks for everyone else. What builds are you looking at? Blah, blah, blah. What are your thoughts and feelings so far? Go check out my other guides. I've done the Mercenary, there's 4 of us, but I'm about to do 2 right now. So if you want to support the channel, like and subscribe. I've published a game on Steam. It's called Battle Babes. It's on sale right now. Go buy it if you want. Love you all. Hasta la vista. Peace.